Wednesday. We're here already. Do you find, are you seeing that some people are on the sort of, they're winding down because Christmas is not that far away? 5 weeks, thanks very much, 4 weeks, whatever it is. Is it because the Christmas tree has gone up in the office and the tub of chocolates out? Do you feel that people are just sort of slumping into work and slumping away, having longer chats in the tea room, having longer chats at the desk, just delaying, procrastinating, all the things that sort of lead up to Christmas? But what we find with small businesses, it's obviously their busiest time, so there is no winding down for no one, especially all our hair and beauty and hospitality businesses, because you doing your thing has an impact on them, which is great because they're January, February's pants for local businesses. So do support them. We've got something great that I've scheduled from the 1st of December up to 24th, which is our own very shop local advent calendar. So look out for that because it's going to give you some suggestions, some ideas, perhaps things you've not thought of for Christmas for somebody. Things that you can buy locally that are just going to give you a little inspiration about how things could be. But yeah, there's lots of things going on, and lots of things will be shared as usual. A lovely day was had on Saturday. I really enjoyed myself. Dragged the husbando along to go and celebrate the birthday bash of 5/6. I don't basketball or something. 6 years of Incredible Edible Garforth, which is now Incredible Edible Leeds. And it was lovely to see all the volunteers I haven't seen for a while. So you've got Jen and Dan and Joy and many others. And it was really nice to see a lot of the other local groups there. You had Garforth and Bloom, you had Garforth Arts Club, representative from the choir, Peace Flame, lots of other local community groups that were there to support the team. And it was nice to hear from Dan, who's also a friend, just telling us where the idea came from, and in 2019, and then obviously COVID hit. But if you've seen all the beds in Garforth, there's plenty of them, and now there's like 23, 24 towns that are also doing Incredible Edibles. So what's come from that in 5 years is amazing. So it's nice to be part of that celebrations, and there was lots of people there. Gulp were there with a little ukulele, singing along for those who are fans, and it was nice. It sort of cared for the silence. And then we had Zest Kitchens, who sort of put some catering, did the catering for all the food, which was lovely, beautiful. People made homemade cakes. You could get a drink, you could get a prosecco. It was such a nice afternoon, and it was good just to celebrate volunteers, because ultimately that's what it is. It's volunteers doing great things, and Incredible Edibles have lots to do with the wildlife garden at the end of Oak Crescent. So it was great. There was lots of people there, lots of people to chat to. Really enjoyed myself. People taking photographs randomly, but it was great, and I really enjoyed it. It was great to be part of that celebration. There's some things have come back from Garforth Light Night Switch On Friday. Lots of people down there, so I hear. My son went down with his friends because he's a teenager and he's still a child. And so there's that mix of when children are teenagers, so you're talking 13 to 19, obviously, but the time when parents will let them apron strings loose a little bit, so they find that it's okay let them children go out with their friends from school. And obviously Garforth Academy holds lots of children, so there'll be lots of apron strings let out, especially on light nights. So there's lots of groups of teenagers, boys, mixed of girl groups, whatever. But there's also a fair that attracts them as well, so they want to go because they're children and they enjoy it just as much as the toddlers with the parents. But I did hear from my own son and from other people that were there, I didn't attend, but there's just that, like, people like rubbing teenagers, and there is an attraction for them to go, and they're still kids, and I think you need to remember that. And always, even in your own group of friends when you're a teenager, there was always one sort of knobhead. And there still will be. It doesn't mean that the rest of the group are, because they're standing there chatting because the apron strings have been let loose. And there will always be one or two people that will cause trouble and probably embarrass the friends that they're with. But they're not all bad. Most teenagers are quite good. So think of that, and the fact that you were probably a teenager. I mean, perhaps the lights switch on needs to be changed a bit. If people are, the majority of people, or the demographic that go to the light switch on, are young families or families of younger kids or grandparents, then perhaps just have rides that are on the high street, and then the car park becomes a market, because there's probably more people that will go to market than more teenagers go to rides. But they've always done what they've always done. So I don't know. Don't come shouting. I was part of the Christmas committee, I think 1 or 2 years. Not for me. Thanks. People still do ask though, you know, if I know what's going on, and I don't, unfortunately. But the market up at the Gascoigne went well. There was lots of great feedback there, and also Ian's mobile farm at Pease, as well as the lovely pizza box with Martin. So yeah, all went well, I think, but just sometimes be mindful that not all kids are out to cause trouble. A few things going on. The man has got a 1980s band called Guilty Pleasures. I'm going because I have a friend who's in the group. Mango is coming to the Springs, so I believe, which is quite good. The Podger, Monday to Thursday, they've got 40% off their main meals, which is brilliant. Garforth Musical Society, the Beauty and the Beast pantomime starts next week on Tuesday the 2nd. Tuesday the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. I've been read this morning that Wednesday the 3rd is sold out. Please do get your tickets at the uniform shop. There is still plenty of days to go and enjoy our local talent. Yes, the sign at Nisa, it still looks like a bag of pants. But as we've mentioned, because people look at it and go, oh, such a mess. There's reasons, right? It's not straightforward. It's complicated. But I do know that the owner has been to a couple of well-known sign people and asked for a quote to put something up. So it's moving. Whether we can get in there with the idea of perhaps letting businesses be on that and support it and advertise, it's another question. But for all the people that sort of twitch at the wood that sticks out, there's been a reason, and it's Nisa, not Nisa. It's not Nisa. Nisa don't own it anymore, and that's where the meh is. They took it down, didn't leave it in the right state. There's a bit of a meh, and now they're trying to sort it out. So, you know, just chill, it'll happen. Thornton Jones, if you didn't know, the lovely solicitors there have a podcast called Hot Flush Lawyers. So they're talking everything about women in high-powered jobs and going through the menopause, which is it's a really good podcast, actually. I've listened to it a few times. Would quite like an invite, even though I'm not a lawyer. I'm just going through the menopause and running my own business, and sometimes that juggle is fun. So, you know, if you want to listen to it, it's actually really good. There's lots of people from all kinds of businesses and stuff that actually come on the podcast, and I think it's, you know, it's a good one to enjoy. Like I said, lots of things coming up. I will be sharing it on our Shop Local Advent calendar from the 1st. Keep your eye out, we share everything. Thanks very much for watching the lovely vlog last week with Sarah and Victoria. It was really good fun thing to do, and so far it's had 6,000 views, so thanks for that. And go and see the girls, and keep an eye on in January when they are going to do their celebratory day of 30 years and celebrating that. It's to get a business celebrating 30 years on a high street is amazing. And I thought, you know, they asked me and I was like, yeah, I'll bite your hand off, absolutely, because it's a really good thing to do. Keep your eye on, I think it's opening soon, people keep asking, but the Bombay Blush, they have been in contact. They have said they're opening soon. They have told people that they can book. I don't know how they're going to book if they don't know a date, but it's obviously on the way. So we'll see you soon next Wednesday, and try not to wind down too much. It's not quite Christmas yet.